these sort of lines and you don't smoke weed.
Wait, Quincy, give me an analogy.
Whether it's in their contract or not, when somebody is paying you for a service, do it.
Welcome to another edition of UnvealAfrobeats podcast in collaboration with FreeMe TV, FreeMe Digital, FreeMe Space, and Studio X. And my name is Melody Hassan.
My name is Excel Joab, and today we're going to be talking about the consumer experience in terms of music. We've got a lot of talented people in the building with us, so we're just going to make the introductions. We'll start from you and we'll take you out. So what's your name? Tell us what you do.
My name is Akintunde. I'm a style consultant, aka stylist.
Okay.
My name is Vader The WildCard. Thank you.
What do you do?
Oh, I rap. I make music.
There you go, yeah.
Surprisingly, job there. Thank you.
I'm Quincy Jonze.
Okay.
I'm an online personality within 93.7.
Okay.
Formerly with one station like that.
I'm Tochi Louis. New business rep, Mirror Records.
My name is Oluwapelumi Akinola. I'm a lawyer.
My name is Okechukwu Ikeagwu. I'm a writer.
Hi guys, my name is Lola.
What do you do?
I'm an entertainment lawyer. I mean, I didn't think I needed to say.
Aside from being a troublemaker.
No, Jesus loves me.
Okay. So yes, we're going to get straight into it. Just like Excel said, today is we're discussing consumers and how they take in, the arts, the crafts, and what you give them to do, and what you bring to the table. How do you feel about creatives being restricted when it comes to expressing, their art, when it comes to doing what they do? Now, we always, in Nigeria, we love to blame people. Oh, so OAPs are not doing this, journalists are not doing this. But most people do not ever want to admit to the fact that these people are actually restricted. Take it or leave it. You see that up-and-coming artists that imagine saying, you're not playing my song on radio. I'm sorry, the OAP does not own the radio station, and sometimes they cannot play some certain songs if the songs are not as good as they want to. So what do you think about, creatives not having the exclusivity to do whatever they want to do or express themselves however they want to express themselves?
I see. I will speak as a consumer and as somebody that's worked at an agency before.
From journalists to the writer.
For journalists to the writer. So I think the whole cycle, for me, I think creatives need to understand that even though they have the freedom to create, right, the market doesn't give you that freedom to decide that your product will be number one. Mm-hmm. And nobody owes you anything. Mm-hmm. So if you're bringing in a product into a market, it's not a must that a consumer, me, myself, any other person here will pay and put a premium on your product. If your product doesn't get my attention, I'm not going to switch. It does not make sense for me, right? Because it's all about value. So what value am I getting from what you're creating? It's fine. So we'll allow you. There's freedom to do anything you want to do. Please create what you want to create. But at the end of the day, you come back to the consumer. What does the market want? And does this thing make sense for us? So when they say things like that, I think they don't understand. And because creatives need to understand that going into the market, doing anything that, even as a writer, I have my hit was sometimes things that are supposed to be working is not working for you. And I understand when I'm dealing with artists or dealing with A&R and every other person, nobody owes me anything. And with that understanding, so you do the ones that you can do for yourself and make sure that you're not limited by the constraint that you see as a creative. There are people that are listening to you. There is a core base. So what the problem is that you have artists that wake up and feel like they're like the John the Baptist. That they just had inspiration from God to start doing things. It doesn't work that way, all right? We're in an age where everything thrives in community. If you're starting something out, maybe you want to be a musician, you want to write, you want to do things, you just want to enter inside Alaba market or some village, nobody will pay attention to you, all right? But if you start from building a community, building a hub, people that understand you, people that vibe to your sound, people that get what you want, organically grows. You can't plant yam in Kavanchan and come to Lagos and at Bodilon to reap apple. It does not work that way.
Okay.
Your analogy
is
you are angry.
It's round.
Let's
Alright, but I think that as an artist, one of the things you should consider is what am I doing this for? Like, is it to get money or whatnot? When you ascertain these facts, then I think the question is answered. Because if I know that it's funny, yeah, and I don't want to sound some type of way, but it's just the truth and the reality of the situation. Space. Do you understand? When you think that, man, now to make money. Do you understand? I'm doing this.
No,
because
I think you don't get the question. So I'm saying that, how do you feel about creatives not being able to express themselves however they choose?
Yeah, she's putting
That's
herself
what,
in
that's what I'm
the
saying.
shoes.
I'm putting myself.
You mean expressing
in
yourself
the-
while
I'm saying that. I'm saying that
Or
that
in their various
question.
industry.
Okay, no, like,
I need to understand that question better.
Yeah.
You mean creating, expressing themselves while creating the product?
no, after
No, like
creating the
liberty
product.
to-
So now, I give you examples, like OAPs. Just some songs that, even if I want to play, take for example, like this is my friend, and he releases a song that I think is really dope and I want to play it. My boss can say I should not play it.
That's a
And-
hindrance.
That's a hindrance.
Okay.
But except one gets to be like, why is Melody not playing my song?
And she claims she's supporting emerging artists.
Thank you. How many imagine
So the question is, why is
Melody a fraud?
Yeah, I feel like your
That's what I'm
definition
saying.
of creative in this should be the creatives behind the scene, not creatives in front of the screen. So that's where everybody's
Yes,
from.
exactly.
So
Like
in your own
journalists.
capacity.
Oh,
Yes.
evangelist. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
as whatever it says in yours. So
Okay, like you said, I think it has to do with the market, basically. You know, it's about like when you're serving people, you know, you have to their need and demand comes first. You know, for instance, now if you want to make this water, you make this water based on how you consume it. It's based on what's in the market, what are they opting for? You know, what are they about, basically? Yeah, because if you don't put them at the forefront of your creative process or whatever, I feel like in a way you end up just serving yourself and ignoring, and then anyone who goes for them, they go for the person basically.
And you won't even make
and
money.
you won't even make. So I
That's
feel
what I'm
like
saying.
what comes first? First of all, it has to do with the consumers. So maybe what we can change that is educating or informing the consumers that okay, see how we can go about this before we can just wake up one morning and just be like, okay, this is how I want to do it, because it's just you and there are 1,001 people out there who are going for that thing.
Nice. Quincy. Quincy.
Can I touch on them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I kind of feel like I don't really agree with a lot.
Okay.
The angle of, as far as I can remember, the angle of you have to make money, you have to check out what the money is and this and that and whatnot, I don't think it's true. And then you said something about, it's about getting the product right.
Yeah.
What's the market,
saying.
what the market is saying. Yes, that's it.
Because the market is
There's
constrained
that.
by demand and supply.
No. I like that. But you see, there's also the part where you bring out human examples, right? E.g., can I use music as a reference?
Sure.
So, Fireboy has been making beautiful music. So has Oxlade. And so has T-Classic and a lot of all these guys, right? And they've been suiting the demand. I tell you, some of these guys, the songs they recorded 2 years ago could be re-released. I mean, Kiss Daniel did it with Woju, and it blew 2 years after. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they actually tried their best to soothe the market, but it goes beyond the market. It goes beyond the demand, especially in the music business. It's different. Now, you asked, what's it called? There are lots of limitations for a creative. In short, I feel the word freedom does not exist. That's how bad.
Sorry, let me ask. Is it when creating or after creating? Because when we're saying the word freedom does not exist. Because
For
if
someone
you're
to be a
creating your room-
creative, it's not after the fact.
It has to be.
It's the product.
Okay.
So it's during the process of creating.
Yeah.
There's no creative after the fact.
Okay.
Unless it's just someone that wants to steal someone else's idea and say it's the creative.
You're doing a
I don't know
remix.
what that is.
Unless you're doing a remix.
Yeah, exactly. Better remix. Do you understand? So it's during the creation of the product itself. So I feel that there's no freedom to that.
Okay.
You mentioned one. I'd use that as a point, although I went against it to a certain extent. You're restricted to making money. No offense intended, Mode 9. Mode 9, toe-to-toe, with a lot of international rappers, I would call and say, Baba better pass this guy. Come
Facts,
on. Look,
facts.
Joel Ortiz was trending at a point in time. I had a
Facts.
song with M.I. and M.I. bodied him. Ice Prince did better than Joel Ortiz on a song. And Joel Ortiz is...
One of the best rappers in the world.
Let's not even mention him as an individual. He is Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
You cannot find a... Sorry, bro, I'm coming to you.
No, that's the name of the song. That's the name of the song.
Sorry. You get what I mean?
Network is the name of the
Yes. Do you understand? His Slaughterhouse, there's no bad rapper on Slaughterhouse. On their worst days, they will body the top rapper at the moment. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And our guys still body them, and these guys are not even half as good as Mos 9. And I can categorically tell you that Mos 9 did not make the money that he deserves.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, you know, you need to weigh in on that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
There's so much around it.
Vida.
Thank
Can I-
you so much.
Oh,
Vida.
Here's the thing. I think there's something that we have to reconcile here. Like, everything starts from the perspective of the creative and what exactly they want for themselves. Understanding the market that they're going into. You get me? You're not going into this under duress. There's not.
Bless yourself.
You don't have a gun to your head before going into this.
I feel sometimes they do.
A lot do.
Some do.
No, hold up. Like, okay, let's
Those sign to record labels.
Come on,
No,
Some sign to record
No,
labels.
let me land. To go into a record label, you must have been making music, no? Is it not because you're an artist, that's why a label will sign you? So, you have already decided on your own that you want to make music. You get me? So, like, before arriving at that decision, there are a whole lot of introspection that should have happened, you know, within yourself, that this is the kind of product I make. This is the kind of music I make. This is the market I'm going into. What I'm making right now, how accessible is it to the people? How acceptable is this thing to the people? Will people instantly gravitate towards what I'm doing? Or it will take time, or they won't like it at all? Am I doing this for the wrong community? These are the sort of questions that you have to ask yourself first before deciding I'm an artist. You understand? So you know the kind of music you make, the kind of shit you make, and you decide that, okay, with this is the kind of music I make. I can go into the market now. I already know that the streets won't fuck with me. So nothing concerns me with the streets. I make music for the elites. And then you go straight for the elites. You understand? Or you make music, you're like, man, the elites can't fuck with this shit. It's the streets. You go for the streets. You know where the problem is? Where we have the problem is that when artists go into this thing, there's no research, you know, and then we all want instant gratification. You get me? That's why you have conversation with artists and they tell you immediately, like, label no sign me. Baba God, when you go do this and all that, you understand? And I begin to ask you questions like, did you have this like talk with yourself? Because you can't be stupid. You know the sort of music you make. You know the sort of connect you need to make. If you make the sort of music that you know DJs won't randomly spin in like street carnivals and whatnot, don't go and meet the DJ.
Only DJA4.
Yeah, you understand? Like you know the sort of connects you have to. You know the sort of connects that you have to like make. You understand? The sort of people who gravitate towards what you do. So that's the first question. That's about the restriction of artists. You don't push out something first, and then begin to wonder why people don't like what you're doing. Because you already know the sort of people who like what you do.
So Vader, I absolutely agree with everything and I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But I have a question also as a consumer. Now you're saying, basically, simply put, everything you're saying is know your market and
build your fan base.
Pay attention to your market and feed your market.
Feed them, basically.
Okay, so now you're a rapper.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
About this market you're speaking about.
Yes.
A lot of rappers get into the industry knowing, I am just speaking as a consumer.
Facts.
A lot of rappers get into the industry knowing the state of hip-hop in Nigeria.
Yes.
Knowing how the kind of money you're going to make probably as a rapper in Nigeria as compared to pop artists.
Yes.
So if I'm just going to go by what you said,
yes.
You're supposed to come to the industry knowing, oh, so this is hip-hop and this is the money goes to the pop guys and everything. And because I'm content being a hip-hop guy, I'm just going to stay in my lane and feed my people.
Yes.
But 2 years and 3 years, or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years in, they start to do pop songs.
Yeah.
So what happened to knowing the market?
No, it's an issue of choice. You get me? Mm-hmm. Before you start, you may have decided that I'm going to build a fan base based off of hardcore hip hop. rap, and then at some point I'm going to switch because of the money. There's no crime in that, you understand? Where the crime is when you get into the market doing hardcore hip hop, you are not making money and you are angry.
Why are you angry?
That's the problem.
Why?
Next. Let's see.
That's the problem.
Okay. Next.
Okay, from the aspect of fashion and styling as a consumer, before I started styling artists for their music videos, I used to be very critical about the outfits I see some artists wear. I mean, it almost feels like they give them the bare minimum effort. I mean, there's some things that many artists are wearing in their videos, and it's something you can just see across the streets, and you just be like, and if you now hear the amount of the prices that they charge these artists, you begin to wonder, so where was the creative work in it? I don't know if you understand. So I go into music video, then I started seeing the problems. Number one, funds. Many clients don't like paying for
those are restrictions.
Yeah, those are the restrictions. Many clients don't like paying for a very well structured creative work, and once you decline a certain client, they move to the next person, not knowing if the next person is better than you or maybe the next person is just going to do like the bare minimum. For me, I like to go deep in my work, and the second restriction is timing. Second restriction is timing. You can see a client that will call you today, they want to have a video for tomorrow, and you as a stylist, you're meant to go and gather outfits within 24 hours. Impromptu. I mean, and for me, I study the artist. I want to know the kind of music you sing. I want to know what the director of the video is trying to portray. I want to know this. I mean, in music videos, it's not just one person. It's about 10 to 20. It's about 10 to 20 or more. So it's not something you can do within 24 hours. And that's what most of them don't understand.
But on that, it comes with the territory though. Because like, even if you are working in a corporate establishment, there are always, crunch, deadline, whatever that you have to meet up with.
Yeah.
If Beyonce hits you up that she needs a costume in 5 hours, you produce it.
No, but I don't think Beyonce will do that because she's a...
See, that's the thing. See, if you want something to be...
Sorry, I beg for
a music video though.
Come and sing.
Not like for a red carpet.
Do you get...
For a music.
I said for a music video.
For a music video.
Yeah.
For red carpet, we can get
there are
within 2 hours.
deadlines. There are deadlines in every industry. There are
One house.
There are time restrictions, right?
Okay, one house.
Yeah, time restrictions.
Let me give an example. For Olamide, ID Kabasa, Wizkid, what's the name of that song?
Sorry.
How can you forget?
I'm sorry. TJ Omori was called up. He was even supposed to travel that day. And he was called out like, Wizkid is around. We don't know when Wizkid will be around again.
We need
to shoot this video.
But I think he is referring to a constant situation.
Sorry,
It's
is
not
I'm saying one off. Sorry. Is that
video.
also how Wizkid recorded his part in the song?
No.
Moving on.
But the thing is that going back to what you said, time frame. You see that kind of video, you see the bare minimum that they will put this artist into.
But that Totori video was
His verse.
Lola, you were saying something.
I just beg to differ, and I'm the kind of person that I hate it when you call. Not like I'm a microwave person. It means that I could do. It's like someone calls me and tells me, "Oh Lola," he hit me up and say, "Oh, I need a contract." I had that contract in 1 hour, but I told him I want 48 hours.
Yep.
I will overpromise you, and this is somebody that I told him 48 hours. I'm going to give it to you on Thursday, and he called me up on Tuesday. The next one I sent it to him, he called me on Saturday and said, Lola, where's the contract? I sent his mail. I'm like, do you even check your mail? I told that's by the way. Yeah. But you're saying that it's Beyonce. If Beyonce needs something, the reason why she hit you up at 5 hours before was because the person that they would have hit did not
deliver.
Mm-hmm.
You're like
you can't. I beg to differ, and that's why Nigerians make a whole lot of mistakes. That's why somebody will wear filler and say somebody said Tiwa is doing Nike, she's a Nike ambassador wearing an Adidas.
Do you understand? So they don't take the creative part into consideration. Some of these so-called stylists.
That's more institutional.
I want to get
some of these so-called stylists. They go into this because that's what they think they can do.
Before we jump on this issue, I want to get DJA4's input on this. What are the restrictions? You're a creative, so you're a DJ, right? Like, what are the restrictions you face with your work? What hinders you creatively?
For instance, I have artists who come to my DM randomly and say, bro, I want you to play this song and also.
Oh,
I've cut my sub. I've cut my
He's one of those people. He used to do it.
DJ
Stop
for
it.
continue. I'm feeling that your answer.
So the way you just come to me and just say, guy, how far? Play my song. I'll send you a recharge card. Excuse me.
Again, I've cut my sub.
Do I do this for recharge card or something? Even if I would play your song, first send me the song. Let me listen to it. If it's good enough for the people to hear and it sounds good,
I'll put it on.
I'll put it on and I'll play it. I'll put it on my mixes. I'll give you a slot. But some people don't understand that first impression matters a lot.
A lot, man.
Before a guy once came to my booth when I was playing at a gig and he was like, "Guy, Alpha, just mention the name of the song." I was like, "Guy, I don't know you.
Straight.
Did you give me your flash? Did you send me your song? You didn't send anything to me. Then you just walked up to me and said, 'Play my song.' Who does that?"
Basically, entitlement, you know.
So sometimes the way you approach
People
who are to put you up, like who are to put you out there, that
affects you.
You know, before you step up, let me just say, this life is all about, like, let me say, it's staircase.
Okay, so you're
a step at a time. So there are some people you get to from one state to another. So if you take a step forward, it might be a presenter you meet. So the way you approach that person is,
there was a particular.
That's
That's what I'm so nice.
Okay.
Yeah. What answer you mentioned, song may not be something people vibe to.
Yeah.
So, like, while in your creating your mix or whatnot, that people are so determinant of the kind of songs you put.
Sure.
Right. So that still goes back to
some
what
people insist in
seeing event again.
When you
right?
Can I talk, please?
Yes.
When you drop a mixtape, some people insist in seeing your track list before they can actually download your mix. So sometimes when I pull out a mixtape, I don't do track list because I have few upcoming artists on it.
So you don't think that's nice.
That's a nice guy.
You are.
Okay,
That's
so
very creative.
before we move on to the next, I just want to add something to this. I know I'm a guest, but I just want to add something.
You're a guest.
I'm a guest. I think it's an issue of value, right? So, like everyone has said, all of you said the same thing, but you guys don't know. You basically said, figure out the market, play the game, right? That's what all of you said, because you still brought up the market when you were explaining. And you explained that contemporary hit radios have a certain market to appeal to, and they have to play certain type of songs.
Which is people who want hit songs.
So it's still market. Now, I'm going to use an example. MI had wait, chill. It's not where I'm going to that people think. I felt MI has his albums, which are mainstream and have dance songs, pop, commercial songs, and he had his mixtapes, which were pure rap. He fed the mainstream audience and he fed the rap audience. Some people are not talented enough to do that.
Okay.
Some people are not gifted enough to do that.
Wow.
So, like he said, find your audience. If you can do both, play both. If you can't, find the one you can do. Feed them. I don't expect Johnny Drill to do a Shaku Shaku song. But Johnny Drill is doing good.
Yeah.
I don't like
He's
catering to his market. So I don't know if you're an upcoming artist watching this, please don't feel like you have to go and do what everybody is doing. If you can't do it, please don't do it. If you do what you can do, believe me, there's a market for you. In Nigeria, we have a rock concert every December, October rather,
Rocktoberfest.
Rock music in this Lagos. So please.
So now, next question. As a service provider, do you sometimes feel disrespected by the people you're providing this service, people you're giving this service to? Do they sometimes disrespect you? And this is like from a personal angle. You are a stylist, so I want everyone to talk to us.
If you have stories, please share.
Okay.
Stylist.
Yeah, I can't talk for everyone, but I feel insulted most of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's never about verbal insult or any what like that. We have the shoot is set for, let's say, 9 a.m. We as stylists, we get there like 7 to just get everything ready, and the artist that we're meant to shoot is coming in by 12 noon. That's an insult, because we all have places we're coming from far, we have places we're coming from far from far places, and we had to wake up early to get everything, your outfits, everything is in order, making sure everyone is in place. And you there at the start of the shoot, you're not around. You're taking us about 5 hours before you come in. That's one. Secondly, some artists will come, they'll come early, they'll come late. When they now come, they can't get into character until they get high.
Typical.
So those factors.
Music is spiritual. They have to be spiritual.
You don't have to be fact. I mean, it's a music video. It's not like you're even singing the song. You're just acting.
Just the vibe.
Do you understand? So it's very insulting that everybody had waited for you. You even came late. Everybody had waited for you. Then you now come and you now say you can't come on set if you are not in cloud 9. I mean, that's an insult. Okay. Because
Vader. Because not only this question is not just from the angle of you providing service. Okay. It's also from the angle of being a consumer. So Vader, as a consumer,
sometimes. I wouldn't say. Okay, the only time I feel disrespected, like what I get often is like people want to like feature me on a song, and then try to tell me what to do.
Like how you should sound.
They try to tell me, I want me you bounce on the song. Like, I get this picture from my head. You understand? May you bounce like this.
Is that a bad thing?
You know, no. That's why I said it's not. I don't see that as disrespect, but I find it a little uncomfortable. You get me? Because like if you see people who can do that, not that I can't do it, but you get why you call me to come do this. You understand? So like if you're saying that I should come do this, don't try to force me to
change who you are or your style,
something like that. Okay. But what I find disrespectful though, I'll tell you, it's when I come up with, like I'm in a social gathering now with people and then they are smoking and I don't smoke because I don't smoke, you get me, and they're like, you know they smoke? I be like, no. Like, how you can't they write all those lines? I be like, you stupid, what's this? What's this question? Like, I don't understand. Like, how can you come up with this sort of lines and you don't smoke weed? How do you do it? And I'm like, bro, like, where's the like?
This connection.
You get the stereotype is offensive. I'd be like, which kind? How would you just naturally assume that it's only weed that can provide you this sort of level of lyricism? It's offensive.
So it's a stereotype that's.
Yeah, you get me. I don't like the stereotype where people say, once I blah like this, yes, those lines will come. And like, if you know they there before. When you smoke, bring out come. Don't lock up. All those.
I think you should speak for yourself though, but some people actually cloud it and they.
Some people cloud it and get spiritual.
So no. So you're telling me that if somebody didn't have a tendency or a propensity to be lyrical, ordinarily, depending they have the tendency, you now smoke weed. You're not telling me the depth of lyricism is going to come. No, it has to work on something.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. I'm talking about lyricism. I'm talking about lyricism. I'm talking about lyricism. I'm not saying vibe. I'm saying lyricism. The words you come up with.
Quincy wants to take this.
If you don't know the words in reality, hold up. If you don't know the words in reality, if you don't know those the verbal construct, if you don't know those words, if you are not familiar with them when you are sober, it will not come to you when you are high, because the highness will not work on emptiness.
Definitely, yeah.
So like, I'm talking about lyricism. So there must be something that the highness will work on.
Yeah.
So yeah, even when it comes to the aspect of lyricism, maybe I agree. I definitely agree with you. I'm not a rapper, but I'm just thinking, because you know how they say hip hop is. I mean, talking as a consumer, they say hip hop is beyond the lyrics, it's about the attitude and all of that. Maybe swag. Some people the swag. Maybe take for example now. For me, maybe I am a fast talker naturally, and I am a fast talker naturally, and I want to rap, and I want to do it I want to do like maybe slow motion. So they say I have to take something to just be slow, to give me the attitude of the whoa, and you know that now it's whoa. That's what it's raining now.
We just
slow down, so you have to slow down in there. Whoa. I'm just saying, but people are slow.
That's another aspect of it. Like where I usually get this sort of conversations is the lyricism.
Okay, I get that. Quincy, do you ever feel disrespected?
As an OAP.
Plenty times.
Give us an error.
They're like 52 trillion.
Just give us one and keep it moving.
Wow.
So I feel no, I can't give you one and move. But relax. There's several occasions. I mean, one fast rising artist. I use the term fast rising. I don't want to use upcoming anymore. It's been bastardized.
Move on.
And then you now have the guys that are big and feel they can just. They feel they're doing you a favor.
Yep.
Say. And they never call you directly. Yo, Melody, how far now?
Why not?
So, no, it's like, hi, Melody. There's an attitude. Hi, Melody.
I am.
This is.
I am Drake. I don't want to use any Nigerian artist. I am Drake. Say, oh, hi, Drake. Can I be on your show like in 2 hours? Bitch, you don't fucking own my show. Like, no offense, no vex. That's why I haven't granted some interviews with some people. I get things where they do. The same way I have to call you a couple of, probably even weeks and months for you to appear on the show. The fact that you're big doesn't fucking mean I'm gonna give you whatever shit you want. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? It's a lot to this game. So, and then there is consistent. And then some label owners. Job believes say based on the money. In short, yes, plenty label owners of artists that are not good. Label owners of artists that are good. Label owners of artists that
the entire table.
We don't know what they are doing.
Do you understand? Do you understand? And then I feel really insulted when you drag me all the way from my comfort zone to come listen to your artist. And then you're like, Baba, wait till you think. I'm not going to tell you, I used to do that, but I'm not going to do it anymore. Because I feel it really hurts people's feelings. I might kill them morale. But I tell you, a lot of people have heard this before. You know, I feel it's not so bad, but there's a lot of work that you need to put in. You know, you need to. And by the time I finish the breakdown, you basically are going to scrap the song.
TJ.
Yeah, basically it's a service provider. My primary intent is
Which
to
one?
like, I write for upcoming artists. Not upcoming artists per se, but like music business pieces. Basically.
Use fast rising now. Use fast rising.
Sorry, when you say
emerging, I like that too.
Songwriting or article.
No, music business pieces. So what I put out there, I just try to make sure that it's something that artists should, it's something that they should know about, So that's my intent. So when artists feel like they will DM you and they ask you to retweet this or post this song, and when you don't do that, they come to you and tell you that, you're all about promoting artists, or you don't post my song. I'm like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to inform you about music business, not to splash your link everywhere on my page. So when I post people like, let's say for instance, I post Denise's song because I have a relationship with her. You see artists coming to tell me that, I'm being biased, I'm being this.
Who's Denise?
So what?
Who's Denise?
Denise.
So that's the so the issue is no matter what I post out there, you don't appreciate the fact that I'm trying to educate you, something, but you basically rely on the fact that I don't post your song or I don't retweet your link or whatever, and trying to make them understand that this is not why I'm here. Why I'm here is for music business, not for your link or whatever. That's
whereas they are meant to actually even see what you are even posting, to even be informed about the industry.
Yeah, that's my.
They see it and they don't give a shit.
So they just want their link on your
But my point is, don't undermine what I do because I don't retweet your link.
Nice. But let me ask, an entertainment lawyer, do you feel disrespected?
So one thing happened to me very recently. I had to even tweet about it because I was just very angry.
I got you, baby. Sorry.
I think it's not just for entertainment lawyers, right? I think generally when it comes to contracts, people feel like it's not just bring laptop. I just pressed it like this. What? And I'm sure Lola can relate so well. I just it's not just draft. And so this person came to me and said, I need a management contract. And I said, okay, it's fine that you need a management contract. So, but what exactly are you doing? What is the structure of this management that you're trying to set up? And she said, no, maybe I just get a random management contract. And I will just see how it fits in. I said, that is my job to see how what you have fits in, how I can put it into writing.
Yeah.
And not your... Man.
Sorry.
I feel angry thinking about it.
You just...
I was livid. I just went... So it's just... And it comes on a regular... Like, it's something that I face on a regular... Like, sure, you will kuku go to law school and come and do this.
So basically, so they feel like they know your job
and they don't. And the amazing thing is that they don't.
Yeah. So they come on a regular.
That's
what she said.
Yours is interesting to me because you just made a switch from covering politics to covering music.
Yeah.
Have you switched?
Yeah, he has switched.
You're a
So I don't know
sellout.
if you experienced it then.
You are a sellout.
Keep quiet. I don't know if you experienced it then while you were covering politics,
Yeah.
and if you experienced it, like if you could tell us like what's like the differences, if there's a difference, or if it's basically the same thing.
Well, I think it's just, for me, I like to study people. So I think it's just human nature. And I think it's still the same thing that's applicable on that side, that's still applicable on this side. But it comes down to yourself as a person. Because I've listened to everybody have said something here. You've talked about the issues you have with these guys. You didn't talk about how you fixed it. All right? But for me, for example, I was talking to one of the trending producers in Nigeria. Right? I've been in this country. It's not like I live in the US. I've been here since the days of Abacha. I'm still here. So
Your analogies are scary. God.
Wait, and you see producers that have come and go. You know, they're like the dry season and rainy season. They keep coming and they keep going.
They will not like it
forever. So you're talking to this producer that because of some things that you're doing, I think it's good for the industry, for the culture to amplify it. All right. You know, I'm talking about my community as writers, and because you've done this thing on the political side, like you're doing this covering music, the person feels that he's doing you a favor.
By granting you an interview.
Yeah, bro, you're not doing me a favor. And the issue is now is that when you book an appointment with this person, the person fails to come. And the next thing that they will tell you, send me the questions, I will do it, and I'll come back to you. I tell them, see, bro, let's keep it there. It's not part of my editorial policy. If you don't want it, it's fine. And I'm not going to knock on your door. So I think for me, it's part of the thing that people need to understand that it's part of human nature. Because you see, when these guys blow up, like they feel that they own the universe, they're running things with Lucifer or with God, whichever path that you choose. But the issue is this, that you're nobody. Man, people in Janingo don't know you. So you are big where you are big, stay in your heart. So I think it also with us in the industry, different role we play as stylists, as lawyers and the rest of them, that these people should know that is a relationship. If I have a business with you, if I have an appointment with you, and I get there before you and you come in, I shouldn't try to get a picture with you, hug you. You're not Santa Claus. I will tell you that things I didn't like this thing, that you came to this place is a disrespect to me, to my craft, to what I do. So that is how I fix the disrespect. Do I get disrespected every day on this thing?
Yes.
Bro, I dey chop am. Excel knows, but the thing is that if I chop it from you, I will not chop it again, and I will tell you, and I don't care. Your story is not. You're not the good news. Neither are you. So there is no.
It's not the good.
It's not the good, it's not the gospel.
So it's not the gospel. So
If someone watching will call you a hater.
that is the person's business, all right? Because I'm trying to do a job, and if you cannot respect me enough to grant me that audience for us to do what we have to do, then you can go away wherever you want to. You can go to make it.
But you know,
But if we're in that space, we should respect each other, and that is the problem with the creative industry we have in Nigeria. Artists feel that they are Jesus or they are Muhammad. You are not. The person that is on the bottom of the person that is at the bottom of the ecosystem, be it the writer, be it the lawyer, like you treat your lawyer like trash. That's why your career will end up.
Shots fired!
All right.
DJA4. That from my personal experience.
Please, thank you so much. DJA4.
You as a DJ.
But it was him who started
I think
it.
he started
You wasn't
No, we have to see Lola's disrespect. How Lola undo this? I trust you. Fire for fire. Dracaris. Kalisi
Sorry.
I feel like disrespect comes every time.
Yeah.
For me, it comes when I'm wearing different caps. So sometimes I'm wearing the cap of a manager. Sometimes I'm wearing the cap of a lawyer. Sometimes I'm wearing the cap of...
You got it. You got it. A little too late.
Exactly.
No, I didn't want to last thing. So it depends on the capacity I'm in at that particular point in time.
You are trying so hard.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go straight to the solution because disrespect will always come.
Yep.
So disrespect that I feel like everybody in my firm does is, you've done it, we'll meet you in front.
Okay.
That is a vindictive story.
No. I I mean,
Say that again?
You've disrespected me. I'll let you go, but I won't. When I let
You
you
need to
go,
find
doesn't
another
mean that exactly. I pick my fight.
It's true.
So when immediately you do it, I'm not going to let it. Not like it won't hit. It hits. I'm human. It hits me. So immediately you tell me, I'm going to say, yo, is it that if you think it's your money that you're going to give me that's going to make me happy, take your money and go. Or if it's so important that I know that you need that thing very well, I'll do it for you. But I'll meet you in front.
Okay.
There's some doors you can't open and I'll be there and I'll be like, you remember that day? But I won't now mess you up. But I'll be like, you remember that day?
I will now open it.
Yeah, I will not.
And you feel indebted.
I mean, no, I'm not indebted. Are you serious? No, I don't feel indebted. So when I tell
No,
you
not you,
that,
the person you open it for.
yeah, so when you're like, okay, now, because there's no how, you know that door, you have to pass through me. I remember that day that you messed me up. I'm probably going to even say, okay, come, but you know that, I don't fuck up.
Exactly.
Then your job will now be plenty because now you want to open the door. You now have to go and look for the key, and the person that's holding the key is me. So you see, now
They
you
have to owe you eternally.
No, I'm not even. They don't even owe me. Why? I'm not Jesus.
No, you don't have to say it. It's registered in their psyche.
You just feel
They'll
that
feel
way.
that way.
They'll feel that
So
way.
either way, they'll now know that next time
You don't do that.
you don't do that.
I like the game you
Okay,
play.
so Excel,
God,
do you sometimes feel
All of
disrespected?
them in their fame.
No, we're not being like that.
I think I was
No, when you disrespect people,
all of them in their fame.
One house.
So I want,
Excel.
I want us to move on to the
nobody
next
can
question.
disrespect you. How did they disrespect you? I don't want to.
I want us to move on to the next question. But I'll answer. Yes, there are times where I get disrespected, and the solution is this: as much as you are offering value, remember not to be friends with these people.
Yeah.
These people are not your friends.
Okay,
they are
so
not your buddies.
Artists are not your friends.
They will try and form friendship, bro. Don't fall for it.
They are clients.
They are not your
Yeah, they're
friends.
just
They are
your clients.
clients. You can be a fan of their work, but still keep it at the back of your head that I am providing you a service. Because it's when you're not because me and you sat down and drank Hennessy one day, you now come here and say, come and do this thing for me for free. Or as a lawyer, you say, send me a template. Something that I say you're already asking for what you're asking for now, you're consulting. That's consulting. You say send me a no. It's a business relationship. We don't have a lot of time, so we're going to move forward and just give us like rapid answers. Are there times where you feel like someone is someone is jacking your style or stealing your design, or they take your concept and they don't give you credit for it? I'll give examples. There's a time something happened on Twitter. Toby Bakare posted a picture and people were saying the photographer didn't get credit, one thing. It was a messy situation. There was also another time, this one is the more ridiculous one. Mocheda posted a mug, right? And she said she's selling it. And there's someone who made that mug, right? And it's on her page. And she goes like, yo fam, that's my mug though.
No, I don't think Mocheda said she's selling it. She posted the picture.
She posted the picture or something.
Said
No, Mocheda said it would soon be available or some shit like that. She was going to sell it. I'm serious. Remember, if it was just posting, that's praise.
Because the girl said you stole my picture.
Yeah, she stole it. And Mocheda was telling and the babe was explaining to Mocheda that, look, this is my shit. You can't just post it and say whatever. And Mocheda was like, and now you make mug first.
Oh my God.
So I'm giving you analogies. I don't know if there are times where maybe as a lawyer you make a contract or something, somebody go and copies and paste your contract.
Can they do that?
Or your style. I don't know.
Excuse me.
So if you have answers to this, it's like
make it very quick.
you've been nodding your head, so
Man, it happened recently. That's why it is paining me. Okay, so I had this very popular friend. We're no longer friends anymore and everything, but we still follow ourselves on Instagram and everything. So I do this thing. Maybe because I don't have much followers or I don't have much exposure. So I went for an event. I had a particular look. That look was very unique because I take my time in creating my looks and everything. And give it 2 weeks time, he goes and put on the same kind of look.
An artist.
Not an artist, boy. He's in the entertainment business. Not an artist. He's not an actor. He's not.
Okay, but he's quite popular. Anyway.
Yeah, for those famous for nothing kind of people. Wow.
Well, we have those.
Pelumi, you said something about people taking contracts and stuff. Is that so?
Sorry, I'm not.
You have not recovered. Take your time.
No, you didn't feel it was a compliment because imitation. No. It depends on context.
Flattery.
You get me?
When you're imitating, give credit.
I understand that, but number one, we're not cool. We're not cool in the first place. And if you're going to do that, you at least give me credit.
Right.
Or you say, oh, I was inspired by.
Okay.
I don't even understand.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Pelumi.
I think it happens. It comes with the job. It happens all the time.
Go on.
It happens. Yeah, really, it happens all the time. There's absolutely nothing you can do.
Do you call them
But-
up? Do you discuss it? Do you
No,
just
so
let it go?
now, before I release my contract, I have money in my pocket. So whatever you want to, I just make sure that before I release any contract to anybody, before I do a contract for you, my money is sinking.
Okay.
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
I want to ask
But you
another
can't-
question.
This question not going round.
No. This question is for Quincy, Melody. Relax.
Okay,
Wait. Quincy, Melody, and then Vader will respond
Oh, God.
immediately after. Then the rest of us will go. Here's why: they are OAPs. He's an artist as well, and this has to do with Payola.
Ah, God.
About?
Wait, Payola, right? So, I was going to say, is it a thing? But that's a stupid question to ask because it's a thing, right? So, and I remember when we had the producer edition. Was it the producer edition?
It was
So-
the last one.
some people were making mention saying it's not right and all. In fact, someone even said he goes as far as toasting OAPs so that they play a song. So what's the deal? Yeah. That Potibona said that. So what's up with Payola? Because
DT my G.
so I'll start with you, Quincy. How do you handle?
Are you starting with me?
I'm starting with you.
Because you're
It's
very
okay.
outspoken.
So
So advances, or what is it called?
it's not even say advances, right? Because right now there's the issue of Payola happens and it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen at all, and there's the issue of so it be, so it gonna go. So what's your take on that?
The question, please.
What do you think about Payola?
Should
it
Payola
exist?
happen? Should it exist in the first place? Yes, no, and give us your reasons.
My view and opinion has had and still is. Maybe tomorrow it will change, but for now, is look. The product should be right, and if the product is right, you should assist whoever it is. Now, the volume of the people that their products are right is it incomprehensible or uncomprehendable? Which one?
We understand.
One of them, sharp,
We
but
understand.
you not go feel understand them. It's not right.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to say, give me this amount. I'll give you this amount. You go play this amount. All that type of stuff. Now, that said, if I get your song, and this has happened countless times, if I get your song and I play your song because I like it, or because it's good enough, or because I feel it should suit a particular segment or a particular angle or a particular message that I'm trying to depict on my show, and you say, Baba, I appreciate you. Boss, these.
So at this time you accept the boss.
Serves. Wait, no, I'm not accepting it. But Baba, that's how it always happens. Boss, Baba, chairman, Oga,
Big bro.
I beg, help, big bro. You don't do them. Please manage. I beg, Baba, I beg. Let me send you Hassan. You don't try for me. Bro, I'll send you my Hassan. What's wrong with you?
Melody.
Appreciate me, bro.
Okay, so definitely about this Payola conversation. Regardless of how many times we want to talk about it. Let me talk, I beg.
See, I'm praying at the moment, like, wait.
Regardless of how many times we want to talk about it, I do not think it is something that is going to end anytime soon. It definitely did not start anytime.
Is that today?
Do you understand? It's always going to be there. I think what artists need to focus more on is your work. Doing good music, putting out fantastic music, like, having your product right, working, putting in the work, because most of the emerging artists that I play their songs are songs that I saw on my tail, or someone said, "Oh, Melody, this song is really nice."
You don't even know. We don't even
I
know
don't
these
even know
guys
you.
a lot of times.
Do you understand? So it is not about payola. If you focus your energy on negative energy, that's just where you're going to be, locked. That's where you get sucked into that energy. Do your music. Focus on your music. Release your diss tracks. If your diss track is popping, they play it on radio. If your diss track is not popping, we don't play it on radio. We don't talk about it. So stop focusing on payola. See, diss tracks everywhere, up and down now. On Monday, am I gonna play it? I'm gonna play it. You know why I'm gonna play it? Because it's popping.
I was referring to Emma's diss track.
It's your diss track popping.
What?
It's your track popping. Don't be in my DM giving me accident. Melody, somebody told me about you, that you are the plug for emerging artists. Okay, is your song popping? So payola is not the conversation we should be having. It's the quality of music we have in Nigeria that we should be talking about. Nice. Artists, are you putting in the work, or are you just getting featured on diss tracks with no song to back up?
All right, Vader.
Wait, hold on. There are also these guys that come at you and say, "Look, hold on.
Yeah, real quick.
Because indirectly you're making it look like, Baba, please help me.
Okay.
Go and bring
2 million.
billion."
Sometimes they come at you with the money.
You get messages like, "Bro, please, what would it take for me to?" You get, "Please, how much does it cost?"
So,
and then there's some that's so really disgusting. You go say, "Yo, Wagwan." I'm not even joking. This is how I read them, because this is how they are written. "Yo, Wagwan. How much now?" Then after you write "how much now," then you can write airplay an interview 1 month and send. And then I read. And then I close.
And you move on.
And then in between, I say Kuni Dafon.
Vader.
I'm sorry, before we hear from Vader, Quincy talking about artists saying, "Oh, Wagwan, airplay for 1 month or 2 months." That is actually because you're a guy. That's why you get artists like, artists messaging you and saying stuff like a Baba boss.
What do you get?
I don't even, just saying that is disrespectful. I'd be like, "Do you want to be in my DMs?" Someone be like, "Oh, Melody." No, someone like, "Hi, pretty."
But what do you expect?
Hello, dear. Do you want me to play your song? You're telling me why so beautiful.
Okay.
What does that have to do with
Vader, please. Vader, come in.
They still use that!
Alright. Vader.
Man. Oh.
Catch your substitute.
It's funny.
So Vader, simply put, as an artist, do you pay? Have you ever had to pay?
No, I've never paid a penny. Although there have been times when people have said, to start with, I don't have money to give. But then, there have been times when people will say, okay, bring so and so amount. I'll be like, okay, all right, no other. They're all right. It means say my son no play for your station with that. You understand? Mm-hmm. And it's cool. But over time, because I absolutely believe in things working organically, you get me? Over time, I was content with, establishing relationships with the Oaps and whatnot while I was in Ibadan. You understand? I'll go to Splash FM because it wasn't far from my house. I'll go there. I hang with the guys. I hang with the guys. That was even when I started thinking that I was gonna go professional with the music. So then I started asking them questions and stuff. So in a way they felt invested in my career. So by the time I pushed out records, they would just say, in fact, they used to hit me up and say, "Vader Alpha, you don't take where you drop something, I drop song," you understand? So that was how it was. And I believed that if I work consistently on the quality of my product, it will reverberate and it will circulate, you get me? So, and that's how it has been. Now they play my songs in Port Harcourt, in Calabar, in Kaduna, in Abuja, and I haven't had to pay.
And you started this networking before you started music?
Before. That's why I was talking about, that's why when I was talking earlier, I said you have to ask yourself a whole lot of questions before you go into, you get me? So
did you mention Lagos?
Yeah, in Lagos, because shout out Melody was popping. Hey.
Can I say something to what you said quickly? Sorry, please. You see, the problem is this. A lot of
shout out Quincy Jonze.
A lot of
because he's about to play my song. He has not played it before. Play it now.
Man, shout out me, my friend.
Quincy
imagine?
Wait.
See, my problem with a lot of emerging artists is this, because we had a culture in the past where the big artists that came and passed, like the wind, they did not understand. Wait, chill, that is important. I'm saying how I feel it. They did not understand the value of press, cultivating relationship, building trust, growing the ecosystem. So it's a problem. It's like an institutional problem. It's a cultural problem. So we have a responsibility on our own part to make this people understand. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, your job is not to sleep inside the studio like a rat. Sometimes network, go out, meet people. That is how you grow the ecosystem, because it makes it easy to talk to people. But when you stay in your small studio somewhere in Aja or
Lekki.
No, wait, how many of them is Lekki? How many of them is Lekki? Shangotedo. You not feel that you are the Alpha and Omega. It does not make sense. You are not going to grow. No, it's not about being personal. You're not going to grow. You disrespect.
Bro, it is personal, bro.
You disrespect the guys that on radio. You disrespect the writers, and you feel that because you have one song, Uncle, you're not the first person that produced song in this country. You will go.
Bro, let me give you the matter. Make I give you one quick example. No, buttress. Make I don't put butter. Make I put butter for a yarn. Make I put quick butter now.
Hold on.
Broski. Make I just
hold on to the bread.
Bro, hold on now. Make I just put small butter. Right? So, when I told him my eye, they pepper me.
Yeah.
So I want to carry glasses, right? And then my other guys, I forget I'm for studio, but I have this, right?
Yeah.
Now, in my entire existence, I don't know how much this glasses cost, right? But I collect them from Dremel.
Okay.
Since I don't know Dremel, in short, I knew Dremel before the before the import. No, I did Ibadan that period. So before the export to Lagos, went to start a radio station in Ibadan that period. So I had a meeting with Abe Gang and whatnot. But that's not even the point. But what I'm trying to say is, 2 kobo I never received from him. But as little as this guy, I like your glasses though.
And he gave you.
So Baba, no, you don't try for me now. Baba, how far now? Where you did? I did this place. What's up? Show up now. We the chill for this side. And then you probably have something even lesser than this. It's like, oh guys, I have to bounce. Or you're at an event and I'm whisking and I say, hey broski, what's up, man? How you doing? Nice one. Thanks so much for what you've been doing. Shit as little as that. That's why you guys don't have sense. No, listen to me. That's why you people don't have sense.
Oh God.
I don't need your money. Shit as little as these things. I don't even need your glasses. No, thanks, Remo. But I don't need your glasses, bro. Shit as little as public recognition. As little as
Lola,
it is.
Look,
the reason why I would keep on playing Oxley's song, maybe if he changed later, maybe if Black Bones changed later, maybe if all some of these guys change later, Good Girl LA change later. I'm not saying they might or they would. Whatever it is. Happen, yeah. But as little as once I jam them, I can't even go make video for you. Say you did precious enough to I put you for my Insta story. Come make video for you. Come message me back. Ideal. Oh, bro, I appreciate. Thank you so much. I don't give a shit if it's someone else handling your account. I received a message from you. That's all I feel. He appreciates what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing it for this nigga.
Okay.
It's emotion based.
Let's wrap it up with Lola.
Your money don't mean shit. Oh my roti, oh my
Quincy, thank you, Lola. You have something to add to this.
Lola, baby.
After Lola, we're done.
After Lola, we have one last question and we're done.
So I'm going to try to go from both ends because I see that the thing is, we always forget that when record labels and artists are doing their planning, their budgeting. Have you guys seen their budgeting before? They always put airplay and they always put an amount. Like I said, I've worked on both.
Is it who can they collect the money?
Yeah. So when they're doing their budget, because if you're an artist and we want to do a rollout for you, we speak to whether all these Twitter, whatever PRs and all of that. So we're going to pay them in Nigerian FM, we're going to pay them in XXX and then they're going to give this guy, because this guy has to give the guy in the library, and the person is going to play the song. So we always, like, Payola has been before me.
Yeah.
I'm here, it's still there. After me, it's still be there. Payola, I feel that because we think Payola has to be cash, is where the problem is. Like Quincy said, it could be a bottle of wine, it could be glasses, it could be thank you very much. It could be this guy always comes to my house every day. Oh yeah, I'll play your song. Because you're always coming to say, it might not even come for his music, it might just be the guy that just comes to play PS with you. And then you know that he's good and he's playing your song. I mean, it would be very unfortunate
your friend.
that you are playing PS with somebody and the guy is singing and you know that his music is good. The emphasis on good music.
Yeah.
So if your music is good, and then I've had where we have had to play songs in radio stations where I had the money in my pocket, right? Because I felt like, oh, you know what, this person might ask for it, but the person wasn't going to ask me for it. It was like, oh, yo, you're gonna play this song, and when I'm giving you that money, I wasn't giving you that, oh, you will play my song. It's thank you because you had been playing this song. Even
appreciation here, man.
Exactly, that's one.
What are you talking about?
Of the day, when you now finally put it maybe in your marketing budget, and then maybe the OAP asks you to pay and you pay them, please play their fucking song. If they put it in their contract, whether it's in their contract or not, when somebody is paying you for a service, do it. That's where my own problem comes, when they pay you and you don't do it. If they don't pay you, voila. If they pay you, do it. Then that's why they always call people out that, oh, OAPs are collecting money from. That's why they will say Payola is bad. Because there's some bad eggs actually collecting the money and not doing it.
Exactly.
Or some people are collecting the accolades and not doing it. Or maybe guys in his DM, guys say, okay, you know what, I'll help you. And then if you can't even, don't even promise. Once the person just comes, it's like you don't respond to the DM, or you just don't do anything that's going to put other people in a bad light. Payola in this country, you seek his money. There's someone, I'm not going to mention his name, shared iPad. Who are you? When iPad was still iPad. I mean, shout out to
So, finally, this is it. We have finished.
We're going around. Yeah, we're going to go around real quick, right?
Yes.
You're going to tell us
in one sentence.
something you want artists to stop doing.
Simple. Quincy, put your hands down.
Because we have exceeded our time.
I'm really asking on a separate note. Can I have a bottle to my?
You can.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Wait.
So we can go. We're going to start from TJ and we'll go around.
Emphasis, please.
So you started like this because the name of this episode is Dear Artist. So you say Dear Artist, stop doing blah blah blah.
If you say it's long sentence,
so real quick.
Okay, dear artist, stop looking at just the pretty part of the job or the industry. Just the pretty part of the industry. Stop looking at that.
So what should you look at instead?
Start looking deeply. The business part, trends, global trends actually, what's changing and all of this.
Okay.
Okay. Dear artists, stop glorifying the ills in society.
Dear artists, learn to respect everybody in the ecosystem.
DJA4.
Dear artists, please work on your content and work on your manner of approach.
Nice. Lola.
Again, Lola says, dear artists, there is the music and the music business. They are not the same thing. Know the music and know the music business. If you don't know the music business, you're failed.
Yeah.
Okay, dear artists, make sure you take care of your creatives that work behind the scene. Everyone matters, everyone is important.
Nice. Vader.
Dear artists, stop being so entitled. Nobody owes you shit.
Hey, I say my own.
Quincy.
God.
Please, can you think on the spot? Thank you.
Dear artist. Oh God. Please, can you edit it and put chick in the front? Dear artist, get your product right. And as he said, don't be entitled. And please stop sending boss chairman. If you're comfortable about what you got, just go straight to the point. Don't ask about my family, my friends. No, there's comma, there's comma. It's not full stop. Don't ask about my family. Don't ask about my friends. Don't ask about my health. Before you go to your point, I would not answer you.
Thank you very much, Quincy. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of UnvealAfrobeats. This has happened in collaboration with Studio X, FreeMe Digital, FreeMe TV, and FreeMe Space. Please subscribe, share. Big shout out to everybody that came out to make this happen. Thank you very much. Keep watching, share, incubation, everybody,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, shout out to Ezekiel, shout out to Miss Mark, shout out to all the people that had to put up with Quincy today.
What I do?
Bye bye.